As a photographer, I'm pretty much a home ranger, 25 kilometers in any direction from my front porch. Mystically, or coincidentally, that turns out to be about exactly the same amount of square miles as the year I was born. Like you, I look for depth, layers of meaning in my photographs. I want to see the forest for the trees, especially this time of year. Now, this is not to say that I have tunnel vision, although there's nothing wrong with that, and at certain times that can bear fruit. This year, however, I'm really trying to change things up in terms of what elements I'm seeking and searching for in my autumnal photographs. I'm looking for different perspectives, a different angle. It's me, I'm back, sitting precariously at another vantage point of my composition behind me. You'll recognize it. I'm just investigating different perspectives because this site is a keeper for these landscape autumnal images. I found about 3 or 4 more compositions paddling up in here. It's a very shallow slough, so I came in underneath that culvert I showed you at the intro. And I encountered a heron, another swan, and 2 kingfishers over there on a fallen tree. So I found another potential kingfisher site that is accessible by water and land. And I can set up a blind, and I think I will finally get my kingfisher photograph. Similarly, there's several areas where the young beaver are digging into the bank here, and when I paddled up, I could hear them purring. You know that funny little purr beavers do? So I may luck out this evening on my golden hour paddle home and get a photograph of a beaver in the river as well. Ideally, slapping its tail. Wouldn't that be something? Some of you may be wondering, well, how do you get stable photographs in a kayak, Chris? It's a lot easier than you think. I'm shooting off a hi-hat here, and as long as I center myself, mass-wise, for the length of long exposure I'll be doing, 10 seconds max, it's not an issue. Standard exposures are not an issue, of course. With editing, we can level that out if the horizon or whatever doesn't appear to be perfect. Must-haves, polarizer, remember. We recommend you stay off the saturation slider. You experiment and learn how to color blend or select color enhance and depth map. Use contrast. All of these things will make the colors pop. You don't need to hit that saturation slider and ruin your photographs. That's an absolute essential task if you're going to get excellent autumnal photographs. I'm down here today because every evening at golden hour, fisher people show up on top of that weir, and inevitably it curtails my filming. They get in the way, and I can't really get the photographs I want. Yesterday I wasted an hour there, got home. I noticed all of my photographs had a nasty, weak flare running right across. So of course the contrast was shot. I had to toss all those photographs. Maybe tonight I can replace some of them, but fortunately we are not yet at peak color. So the images I'm showing you of this particular locale and the one just up the road, which is a historic monument site. I spent quite a bit of time there, about the same amount of time as I've spent here, getting my compositions ready, waiting for that perfect day, for the perfect sun, at the perfect time, with the right number of trees in color. That's really what we're looking for. Personally, I like a little bit of green and the dark. The green and the dark chiaroscuro. That matches with the color for contrast, and that's where you get your really striking images. So that side up the road has some fascinating architecture, and that way I'm able to incorporate that into my images. People as well. And here I have the structure of the weir, possibly some fisher people. When it gets closer to peak, I haven't really been doing that yet. And I have the wildlife. So that said, I'm just going to take another little paddle around and see if I can find that kingfisher. Day 2, Site 2 for the autumn fall color road trip. This is the National Historic Monument for the battle at Chrysler's Farm, War of 1812. Beautiful job of landscape architecture here from way back in the last century. Leaves are turning quick here. Did a little fly around. I'm not allowed to land or take off with a drone from this property, so I do it in the park adjacent, and then I walked over. For any auditors that are watching. Sure is beautiful. Lots of geometry here. That's why I chose it. No people today, so I'll have to stick with the architecture, and I probably won't get another opportunity here. It's going down to -3 tonight, frost warning, so that's the first really cold night. The rest of these trees are probably going to turn off. Some of the interior ones will last, of course, especially on the other side there. I'll give you an aerial view of what this whole feature looks like. I print my work, as I've mentioned to my subscribers and return viewers before, and I'm quite happy. This is museum etching paper. It's a heavyweight paper, archival. I print this on my ImageGraph Pro 1000. That's just to give you a look at what we did yesterday. I'm going to buzz by there again tonight on my way back. After I signed off yesterday, I sat with the beavers for a while and watched them well into blue hour. It was quite cool. I think I'm going to go and try and get a photograph today. A good photograph of a beaver. I have yet to acquire one of those. Create, construct, compose. Anyways, I'm going to buzz around here. I see a composition just down here that's quite interesting. There's a huge oak inside a stone wall down there. I think I may be able to frame that up quite lovely. I'll give you a closer look at this without the sun. I think it's pretty good. Not all there though. As you can see, the gold fringing on the canopy of the receding line behind the eyelet, that's what I'm going for. And so these shadows over here I want to fill in, probably tomorrow, because I wanted this white streak to highlight the silhouetted reflection and wanted to keep the charcoal of this dark tannin-rich water. Yeah, so that's going to do rather nicely. So I'm still here in the precinct, the historic site. Lots of this masonry around. So if you wait patiently for the light, the chiaroscuro of the shadows, everything becomes miraculous. The drone isn't working, by the way. I ran out of batteries. So it'll be to and fro. Me back behind the camera, then in front of the camera, then back. This is why I have two cameras. Anyways, I'm gonna utilize the geometry of this wall in several different ways, and then I'll show you. But firstly, I'll give you a view of what's over here. This one's in shade and backlit. This one's in beautiful full light, low on the horizon. Come on.